Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to AffairsCloud, Learn to Lead. My name is Vikas Rana. So students, we have an app by the name AffairsCloud which you can go and download through the Play Store for Android phones. Once you have downloaded and logged in with your Gmail ID, you will be transferred to your home page where you can see all the courses that are offered by us. Once you have purchased the course, you can see your courses in the My Course section. But why our courses are so better? Why we think we provide you one of the best content? Because we provide you content on daily basis. In the daily basis, we provide you current affairs with 20 questions quiz as well as the PDF of the current affairs of daily. Then similarly for weekly, on weekly basis we provide you current affairs PDF as well as a 50 questions quiz that will help you to revise all the content that you have learned. Then on monthly basis also we provide you top 100 current affair questions PDF that will be the compiled PDF of the 100 questions of that particular month that will be very helpful for you. And not just this friends, we provide you in English as well as in Hindi too. So both English and Hindi students can enjoy our courses. Apart from this friends, we also provide you banking related question answers, the banking related MCQ questions, the quizzes that will help you prepare for the bank exams. Not just that friends, we provide you a new way of learning, that is your infotainment infographics. That is a different and interesting way of learning. Apart from this, we cover 20 topic wise current affairs. These topics are important such as apps, portals, important days, books and authors days, national affairs, international affairs, sports, defense, all these topics, these are highly important and questions from these particular topics are asked. Also we cover state-wise current affairs also that will help you to prepare for your state exams. Also friends, as I told you, if you use the code Vikas10, you will be given extra 10% discount on the purchase you make. If you have any problem regarding login and your application, then you can contact us on support@of AffairsCloud.com. This is our email ID and you can contact us on our mobile phone, that is 9677333862.
Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of the 4th week of July. This will be very important session, so do pay attention till the end. Also friends, this is a compiled session of the 4th week. So I'll suggest you all to revise all the current affairs before. All the notes that you have been making, I'll suggest you all to just pause the video here itself and just revise the notes once, and then you should watch the video because it will be a very interesting and helpful session for revision. Let's start. You have to name the ministry that recently launched the Bal Raksha mobile app in New Delhi. Which is the responsible ministry that has launched this Bal Raksha mobile app? The app aims at creating awareness of pediatric preventive healthcare through Ayurveda intervention among parents. It will also collect feedback from parents regarding the impact of kit on their children's health and immunity. So it will also do a research also on this particular field. So the responsible ministry here is Ministry of AYUSH. I repeat, the app aims at creating awareness of the pediatric preventive healthcare through Ayurveda intervention amongst parents. This will also collect feedback from parents regarding the impact of their kit on their children's health and immunity. Alright, if we talk about the ministry that launched this Bal Raksha mobile app, it was Ministry of AYUSH. AYUSH stands for Ayurveda, Yoga, Neuropathy, Unani, Siddha and Homeopathy. This is the full form of AYUSH. So correct option is option 2. Next, which organization recently approved $96.3 million loan for safe drinking water project in Himachal Pradesh? I repeat, for safe water drinking project, $96.3 million loan was approved in Himachal Pradesh by which organization? It was your Asian Development Bank that has approved $96.3 million loan for safe drinking water. And the responsible state here, for which state it was approved? For Himachal Pradesh. So correct option is option 5, Asian Development Bank. The aim here is to upgrade the water supply infrastructure and strengthen the institutional capacity for safe, sustainable and inclusive rural water supply management. Also remember, if we talk about Asian Development Bank, who is the president? Masasuga Asakawa. It was established in 1966. Headquarters is in Manila, Philippines. Alright, and there are 68 member nations of Asian Development Bank. Next, Ahmad Nawaf Al-Ahmad Al-Shaba was appointed as the new Prime Minister of which country? He was appointed as the new Prime Minister of Kuwait. Alright, so correct option is here option C. Next, if we talk about Neeraj Chopra, he is also known as Golden Boy. He, due to injury, he could not take part into Commonwealth Games. Just remember this first thing. Then he won silver medal at the World Athletic Championship in 2022 in Oregon. Max Verstappen, he has won the F1 Grand Prix. He drives for Red Bull. And Max Verstappen has won Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. Azerbaijan Grand Prix has also been won by Max Verstappen. Karuna Jain has announced retirement from all the forms of cricket. Casper Ruud has won the Swiss Open 2022. Important, mark this. India will be hosting ICC Women's World Cup for the year 2025. FIFA World Cup for the year 2026 will be hosted by which three cities? Los Angeles, Toronto, and Mexico City. Then SCI has started Create for India campaign to cheer for Team India at Commonwealth Games. 44th edition of Chess Olympiad started in Chennai from 28th of July. Alright. And question can be asked simply that which edition of Fight Chess Olympiad took place in India in Tamil Nadu in Chennai. It is your 44th edition of it. Then PV Sindhu and Manpreet Singh, very important friend, this particular one-liner. PV Sindhu and Manpreet Singh, they are India's flag bearers for Commonwealth Games 2022 that are going on. The three new countries include Cambodia, Uzbekistan and Cote d'Ivoire received the ICC membership status. Leicester cricket ground named after Sunil Gavaskar. Important question will be asked to you that which cricket ground has been named after Sunil Gavaskar. It is Leicester. Next question. By which rocket did China recently launch second of the three modules Ventian Lab module to the permanent space station, that is Tiangong? This is the space station of China. Alright, and one more news. By the year 2024, Russia will be exiting from International Space Station. And according to the study released by NASA, that International Space Station will plunge into Pacific Ocean by the year 2031. So coming back, which is the rocket that was used by China to launch this second Ventian Lab module? It was Long March 5B Y3. Long March 5B Y3 rocket was used. Next, as per the Yonex Taipei Open 2022 badminton tournament that was held in Chinese Taipei in July 2022, Chou Tin Chen has won the Chinese Taipei wins the men's single title. Alright, Chou Tin Chen has won the men's single title. And if we talk about Tai Zhu Ying from Chinese Taipei has won the women's single title. Tai Zhu Ying has won the women's single title and men's single title has been won by Chou Tin Chen. Alright, next question.
Also students, we have a very interesting news for all of you. Recently we have uploaded an interactive infographics on our application, that is AffairsCloud. Do check this infographics. It is a very interesting way to learn. It will save time and also help in building the memory capacity. It is an interesting way to learn new things. It will be available as PDF in the AffairsCloud mobile application. Also friends, do view this infographics and let us know in the comment section what are your views on such type of infographics.
Who recently won the Formula 1 French Grand Prix that was held at La Castle? We just saw this question in one-liner format. Who was he? He was Max Verstappen. He drives for Red Bull. Next, United Nations World Drowning Prevention Day 2022 was observed across the globe on 25th of July. Important day. Alright, next. Yes, one more thing. Remember the theme of this particular day. The theme was do one thing to prevent drowning. The theme was do one thing to prevent drowning. Next, one card became the 104th unicorn in India after it raised 100 million US dollar. One card is located in which city? One card, it is 104th unicorn. What is a unicorn? A company that has crossed the valuation of 1 billion dollar. All right, a startup that has crossed a valuation of $1 billion. So question asked here is that one card is located in which city? It is located in Pune, Maharashtra. Next, who was appointed as the president of Xiaomi India with the effect from 1st of August 2022? He is Murali Krishnan B. All right, highly important. Who has been appointed as the president of Xiaomi India with effect from 1st of August 2022? Murali Krishnan B. Next, which is the first IT company to publicly indicate interest in the government's direct distribution of the spectrum for exclusive 5G network. I repeat, you have to name which is the first IT company, information technology company, to publicly indicate interest in the government's direct distribution of the spectrum for exclusive 5G network. It is your L&T Technology Services. India recently issued rules for non-telecom enterprises to acquire spectrum directly from the telecom department for setting up private 5G networks. Moving on, who was appointed as the managing director of NDDB Mirida Limited, MRIDA Limited? I repeat, recently the Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying launched the first of its kind NDDB MRIDA Limited for manure management. Why was this launched? It was launched for manure management. Question asked here is who has been appointed as the managing director of NDDB MRIDA Limited? He is Sandeep Bharti. Sandeep Bharti. All right. It is this company NDDB Merida. It is a wholly owned subsidiary company of National Dairy Development Board to enhance manure management initiatives across India. And who will be the new managing director? Sandeep Bharti. Next, India, Vietnam has kick-started the third edition. Important friends, third edition of army exercise, that is Winbex. Remember this. Winbex was an exercise that was conducted between India and Vietnam, and the location where this exercise was conducted is Haryana. Winbex. All right. Next, India adopted the joint statement of cooperation on global supply chain that released by which country? I repeat, India adopted a joint statement on cooperation on global supply chain that was released by which country? It was released by United States of America. All right. India has adopted US joint statement of cooperation on global supply chain, which was released by the government of USA and the 17 partner economies during the virtual 2022 supply chain ministerial forum. It focuses on further strengthening global supply chains which were affected by pandemics, wars and conflicts, extreme climate impacts and natural disasters. Next, which of the following insurance company is not formed Bancassurance partnership with City Union Bank? Bancassurance partnership. I repeat, which of the following insurance company here has not formed a Bancassurance partnership with City Union Bank? Which is it? It is your New India Assurance Company. All right, New India Assurance Company. Next, name the personality from India who was recently appointed as the Chief Economist and Senior Vice President of World Bank. Important question, friends. All right, who he will be? Indermeet Gill. Very good. All right. World Bank has appointed Indian national Indermeet Gill as the Chief Economist of World Bank and Senior Vice President for Development Economies. His tenure will be effective from 1st of September 2022. You have to remember the important thing here is that he will be the second Indian who will serve as the Chief Economist at the World Bank. Alright, who was the first Indian? He was Kaushik Basu. He was from 2012 to 2016 as the Chief Economist of World Bank. Where is the headquarters of World Bank? It is in Washington, DC. So Indermeet Gill has been appointed as second Indian appointed as the Chief Economist and Senior Vice President of World Bank. Next, India's research and development spends among the lowest in the world as per the report released by Niti Aayog, and recently a research and development policy was implemented by which state? It was implemented by Karnataka. Next, Niti Aayog also released a report titled Digital Banks. Also, it released the third edition of India Innovation Index. Then, Himachal Pradesh became the first state to connect all the registered commercial vehicles with vehicle location tracking device and emergency response support system. I repeat, Himachal Pradesh became the first Indian state to connect all the commercial vehicles equipped with vehicle location tracking device and emergency response support system. Then India signed an MOU with Maldives for judicial corporation. You have to remember this also. Alright, moving on. Which city recently selected as the host city for the 2025 World Athletics Championship? I repeat, you have to tell me which city was appointed or city was selected to host the 2025 World Athletics Championship. It is your Tokyo, Japan. Important friends. Alright, Tokyo, Japan. Also remember, Los Angeles will be hosting the Summer Olympic Games for the year 2028. Northern Irish Nobel Peace Prize winner, architect of Good Friday Agreement, William David Trimble recently passed away. In which year did he receive the Nobel Peace Prize? He received Nobel Peace Prize in 1998. Direct, simple question. Alright. Next. When was UNESCO's International Day for the Conservation of the Mangrove Ecosystem 2022 observed across the globe? I repeat, UNESCO's International Day for the Conservation of Mangrove Ecosystem was observed across the globe on 26th of July 2022. This day is also known as World Mangrove Day. First World Mangrove Day was observed on 26th of July 2016. Alright, remember this also. Next is, remember, Rajasthan Gramin Ajivika Vikas Parishad and Sri Nidhi Credit Cooperative Federation signed an MOU to establish Rajasthan Mahila Nidhi, Rajasthan's first, India's third women's financial institution. Alright, it was Rajasthan's first and India's third women financial institution. So, question asked here is that Sri Nidhi organization belongs to which state? So, remember, this Sri Nidhi organization belongs to Telangana. Alright, remember, I repeat again, Rajasthan Gramin Ajivika Vikas Parishad and Sri Nidhi Credit Cooperative Federation, they signed an MOU to establish Rajasthan Mahila Nidhi. This is Rajasthan's first and India's third financial institution. Question asked here is that this Sri Nidhi organization belongs to which state? It belongs to Telangana. Alright, through this Rajasthan Mahila Nidhi, remember, loans of up to 40,000 will be disbursed in 48 hours and above 40,000 will be disbursed within 15 hours. Alright, so the correct option here is option C. Next, who was recently appointed as the Managing Director of Ratan India Power? He is Brijesh Gupta. Alright, Ratan India Power has appointed Brijesh Gupta as the Managing Director. He experienced working across the renewable, steel, mining and commodity sector in India and abroad. So the correct option is Brijesh Gupta. Next, Ministry of Defence recently approved arms procurement proposals for how much amount? For 28,732 crore rupees under Buy India Indigenously Designed, Developed and Manufactured category, that is your IDDM. Highly important, friends, you have to remember the amount. Next, which of the following Ramsar sites was wrongly matched with their states? Among these, you have to tell me which of the following is wrongly matched. Alright, tell me. Apart from this, one more thing, remember, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change announced that India will get 5 new wetlands, taking the total Ramsar sites to 54. Earlier there were 49 Ramsar sites, 5 now have been added. Now the total number of Ramsar sites in India is 54. So the question asked here is, which among the following is wrongly matched? Tell me. This Pichavaram mangrove, this is not located in West Bengal. Instead, it is located in Tamil Nadu. So the correct option here becomes option 5. Rest all are correct. Our answer that is wrongly matched is Pichavaram mangrove. It is not in West Bengal. It will be in Tamil Nadu. Alright, if I ask you which is the largest natural wetland, it is Pala. Pala wetland is the largest wetland in the Mizoram. Next, According to Niti Aayog's India Innovation Index, we know that India Innovation Index report was released by Niti Aayog. India's research and development expenditure, it is one of the lowest in the world. With how much per capita? It is 43 US dollars per capita. Alright, we just saw that India is spending one of the least amount of money on research and development in the world. And this report was recently released in the India Innovation Index. That this report, that India Innovation Index of 2021, was released by Niti Aayog. It stated that India is spending around $43 per capita on research and development, whereas Russia, it spends around $285. Brazil, it spends around 173. Then Malaysia, it spends around $293 per capita. Next, also one more thing, yes, remember this was the third edition of the India Innovation Index that was released by Niti Aayog. Next, according to the Expect Insider 2022 ranking that was published by Internations, India secured 36th position out of 52 nations on the list, while Mexico has secured the top position in the Expect Insider ranking. According to Expect Insider ranking that was published by Internations, remember who published it? It was published by Internations. Where is the headquarter of this Internations? It is in Germany. What was the rank of India? 36. Who secured the top position or first position? It was Mexico. Alright, so we can say the best country for expects is Mexico and the worst country for expect is Kuwait. So what will be the rank of Kuwait? It will be 52, as this data was released for 52 countries. And who is an expat? A person who dwells outside of their nation of origin is known as an expatriate or expat. So correct option here is option 1. Next, here you can see Facebook owned Meta released their first annual human rights report. British government has launched aviation passenger charter to help passengers know their rights. 13th edition of Petersburg Climate Dialogue concluded in Berlin. Gautam Adani became the world's 4th richest person on Forbes list. Microsoft launched the workplace social app that is Viva Engage. Important. Okla's Speed Test Global Index June 2022 was released and India ranked 118 in this, that was topped by Norway. Important. Then Henley Passport Index 2022 was released, in which the rank of India was 87th and it was topped by Japan. New Development Bank approved $875 million for the development in Brazil, China and India. Next, which bank recently planned to develop an automated solution, stressed assets recovery automation solution? I repeat, SARAS. What is SARAS? Stressed Assets Recovery Automation Solution. Which bank developed this? It was developed by Union Bank of India. Alright. This is for the early resolution of stressed assets through a bad loan management system. The automated solution will cover recovery actions under scrutinization and reconstruction of financial assets and enforcement of Security Interest Act. If we talk about Union Bank of India, friends, who will be the MD and CEO? A. Mani Mekhlai. Then it was established in 1919. Where is the headquarter? Mumbai, Maharashtra. So correct option is option B, Union Bank of India. Next, as per the International Monetary Fund's World Economic Outlook report that was released in 2022 July, India's growth forecast was reduced to what percent? That was earlier 8.2% for the fiscal year 23. So according to International Monetary Fund, it gave the India's GDP forecast for fiscal year 23, that is from 2022 to 2023. It projected that India will grow by at 8.2%. But now, due to many other factors, it has reduced or it has slashed down the GDP growth rate from 8.2% to 7.4%. So the correct option is option 4. Next, who recently took oath as the new president of Albania? Bajram Begaj. Bajram Begaj became the new president of Albania. He is a retired military commander and a politician who became the 8th president of Albania. Next, which bank recently received the approval from the Competition Commission of India to acquire Citibank NA's City and City Corp Finance India Limited consumer banking activities. Which bank is it? It is your Axis Bank. Alright, highly important. Under this deal, Axis Bank would take over the city's credit cards, personal loans, and wealth management businesses. Remember this. Next, cricket player Tamim Iqbal recently announced retirement from T20s. Tamim Iqbal belongs to which country? He plays for Bangladesh. Alright, Tamim Iqbal, highly important. Name the personality who recently climbed the summit of Mount Denali, the highest peak in North America, and became the oldest Indian to climb the summit of Mount Denali. Important. We have discussed this in daily current affairs, friends, that she was Sharad Kulkarni, a mountaineer and a resident of Thane, Maharashtra. She successfully climbed Mount Denali, which is at 20,395 feet. That is the highest peak in North America, and as a part of his passion to climb the highest peak of the 7 continents, she became the oldest Indian to climb the summit of Mount Denali. Alright, so correct option here is option B is correct. Sharad Kulkarni. Question can be asked that she belongs from which state? She is from Maharashtra. Next, which organization recently signed an MOU with the Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals for adopting the International Chemical Safety Cards? It is your International Labour Organization, ILO. Who is the Director General of ILO? Gilbert Huangbo. And he became the first African to be appointed to the post of Director General of International Labour Organization. Also remember, the seminar was here. If we are talking about the seminar, it was organized by the Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals and the International Labour Organization. Here, Dr. Mansukh Mandviya, who is the Union Minister for Chemicals and Fertilizers and Health and Family Welfare, chaired this particular seminar that we were talking on the safe use of chemicals at workplace, which was graced by Bhagwant Khuba, who is the Minister of State for Chemicals and Fertilizers. Alright, so it was ILO. Next, which state recently became the first state in India to launch a semiconductor policy 2022 to 2027 with subsidiary? This was launched for 5 years. Before this, we remember Semicon India. This Semicon India was conducted in Bangalore. It was hosted by, or it was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. What was the aim of this Semicon India? It was to make India manufacturing hub. To make India manufacturing hub for semiconductors. Alright, so remember, the first state in India to launch a semiconductor policy for 2022 to 2027 with subsidiaries is your which state? It is Gujarat. Highly important. Alright, it is Gujarat semiconductor policy for 2022 to 2027 with an aim to support the semiconductor and display manufacturing sector and to generate more than 2 lakh new employment opportunities during a period of 5 years. Here we can also say the main aim of this particular manufacturing hub is to making this Gujarat a manufacturing hub for this semiconductors. Alright. Next, National Skill Development Mission, also known as the Skill India Mission, that was launched under the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, observed its 7th anniversary on 15th of July 2022. Alright, I repeat, this Skill Development or Skill India Mission, when was this launched? This was launched in the year 2015, and now in 2022 it observed its 7th anniversary. What was this mission? It was to provide skills to individuals so that they can go for employment. Alright, with the help of the right skill sets, youth will be able to secure their better livelihood and they can secure a better job, because if they will be having a skills, then only someone will be employing them and providing them the job. So correct option here is that Skill India Mission has completed 7 years in total, that it was the 7th anniversary of it on 15th of July 2022. Next, which country's Reserve Bank recently launched gold coins, that was Moisiu as their legal tender to tackle inflation? Very important, friends. Alright, you have to remember this news, that recently it was Zimbabwe that released gold coins. gold coins to tackle inflation. These gold coins will be, you can say, earlier when you used to see that when the currency of a country was used to be backed by gold, that means when the gold price is very stable, we know in the international market, all right. So these gold coins will be issued, around 2000 gold coins will be issued, and they will be provided to commercial banks here. And an individual when buys a gold coin, he won't be able to sell them for 180 days. Only after 180 days he people will be able to sell those after the date of buying. And these gold coins are priced at the gold price that at international level, that is at global level, all right. So it is your Zimbabwe that launched this. Then if we talk about Namibia from India has procured 8 cheetahs from Namibia, and these 8 cheetahs will be kept at Kuno National Park. And where is this Kuno National Park? It is in Madhya Pradesh. Next, the Securities and Exchange Board of India has extended the deadline for commencing the validation of all Know Your Customers records by KYC registration agencies to dash date. It is till 1st of November 2022. That was earlier 1st of August. Simple question, friends. Next, we have discussed this. No. Facebook owned metadata released their first human right. Then 13th Petersburg Climate Dialogue was concluded in Berlin. Gautam Adani became the world's 4th richest person on Forbes list. Microsoft launched Viva Engage. Ookla Speed Global Index June 2020 was released, in which the rank of India was 18, topped by Norway. In Henley Passport Index, the rank of India was 87, that was topped by Japan. And people having Japanese passport can travel to 193 countries visa free. Nation Development Bank approved $875 million for the development of Brazil, China and India. Just for a quick revision, we had already done this slide. Next is, as per the third edition of the Kotak Private Banking Huron Leading Wealthy Women List of 2021 was released in July 2022. Roshni Nadar Malhotra has retained the richest women in India for the second consecutive year. Alright. By whom? She was followed by whom? She was followed by Falguni Nayyar. According to the third edition of Kotak Private Banking Huron Leading Wealthy Women List of 2021 that was released in July 2022, Roshni Nadar Malhotra retained as the richest woman in India for the second consecutive time, and she was followed by whom? She was followed by Falguni Nayyar. Alright. Falguni Nayyar. If we talk about Roshni Nadar Malhotra, she is the chairperson of HCL, and she has retained her position as the richest woman in India for the second consecutive time. Also, Roshni Nadar is followed by Falguni Nayyar of Nykaa. Alright. Next. One more thing. According to this list, if the question asked here is that who is the richest self-made woman in India? She will be Falguni Nayyar. She is the richest self-made women in India. It is Falguni Nayyar. Next, which company and Indian Olympic Association is planning to set up the first ever India House at the Paris Olympics in 2024? It is your Reliance Industries Limited. Highly important, friends. Very important question. Alright. Reliance Industries Limited has announced a long-term partnership with Indian Olympic Association to set up the first ever house at Paris Olympics 2024. The partnership aims to boost the performances of Indian athletes and support the National Sports Federation. It will also build the credentials of India at a global sporting nation with the aspiration to host the Olympic Games in future. Next, who was recently appointed as the Director General of Indian Council of Agriculture Research, that is ICAR? Important question, friends. Take a note of this. So, Himanshu Pathak will be appointed as the Director General of Indian Council of Agriculture Research. Highly important, friends. Alright. Next, the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare recently launched the 11th edition of the Agriculture Census 21-22 by using smartphones and tablets for the first time. In other way, the question can be asked is that recently what was changed or what was new, that this is for the first time that 11th Agriculture Census will be conducted using smartphones and tablets for the first time, and it was the 11th edition of the agriculture census. Next is the Indus International School is located in which city? Recently, Indus International School introduced India's first teaching robot that was named Eagle. I repeat, recently, Indus International School has introduced India's first teaching robot that was named Eagle to teach students. Question asked here is, where is this Indus International School located? It is located in Hyderabad, Telangana. Alright, next is, which country's Palm Oil Council recently signed an MOU with Indian Vegetable Oil Producers Association to promote palm oil? It is, other way the question can be asked, that India recently signed an MOU with which country for palm oil? It was India and Malaysia. Alright, I repeat, Malaysia's Palm Oil Council recently signed an MOU with Indian Vegetable Oil Producers Association to promote the palm oils. Highly important, friends, remember, it aims to help educate Indian consumers on the nutritional and health benefits of palm oil and improve their overall understanding of the palm oil and its application. Correct option, fifth. Next, the RBI extended the window for the payment aggregators to apply licenses by 30th of September. Alright, 30th of September 2022. Next, according to Cantor India 10th edition of Annual Brand Footprint Report of 2022, which company topped the ranking for the most chosen fast moving consumer goods brand in India for the 10th consecutive year? It is your Parle. Highly important. Everyone used to eat Parle biscuits. Alright, Parle G biscuits. So remember like that according to the 10th edition of the Cantor India's report, alright, it was released for the annual brand footprint report, and which is the most, that stated the company which is the most chosen fast moving consumer brand in India for the 10th consecutive year. It is your Parle. Alright, important.
On first position it was Parle, on second it was Amul, alright, and on third it was your Britannia. Alright, so Parle secured the first position for the 10th consecutive year in the most chosen FMCG brand in India as per the Cantor India's 10th edition of Annual Brand Footprint Report of 2022. Next, which company recently handed India's first indigenous aircraft carrier Vikrant to the Indian Navy? I repeat, which company handed India's first indigenous aircraft carrier Vikrant to the Indian Navy? It was your Cochin Shipyards Limited. Important question, friends. Next, Google Maps launched its Street View service across 10 cities in India along which of the following companies? I repeat, Google Maps has launched their Street View service across the 10 cities in India along with which of the following companies? It is Genesis International and Tech Mahindra. So correct option is both 1 and 2. Google Map has launched their Street View across 10 cities in India which will offer 360-degree view of landmarks, streets, residential areas or any location. Google has partnered with Genesis International, an advanced mapping solution company, and Tech Mahindra to offer the detailed look at any street or location. Alright, next. When was the 12th International Tiger Day observed across the globe? It was on 29th of July 2022. We observed the International Tiger Day, that is 29th of July. If I ask you Tiger Protection Act, when was it launched? It was in 1973 that we observed the Tiger Protection Act. And this year in 2022, it was the 12th edition of the International Tiger Day that it was observed on 29th of July. So that means the first ever Global Tiger Day was observed in 2011. Next is, which cricket ground was named after Sunil Gavaskar? It is Leicester Cricket Ground. Also, the Leicester Cricket Ground is located in which country? It is located in England. So 2 questions, friends. Leicester Cricket Ground named after Sunil Gavaskar, and where is this located? It is in England. Next, Indian Air Force recently planned to phase out 4 MiG-21 fighter squadron by which year? By the year 2025. And 3 MiG 29 squadron in the next 5 years. They will also be phased out. That means they will discontinue. So 4 MiG 21 aircraft will be phased out. That means they will discontinue by the year 2025, and 3 MiG 29 in the coming next 5 years. Next, PHEIC. Remember, World Health Organization has recently declared monkeypox as the PHEIC, that is your public health emergency of international concern. Here C stands for concern. Option 5 is correct. Next, when was the Earth Overshoot Day 2022 observed across the globe? Earth Overshoot Day was observed on 28th of July 2022. Earth Overshoot Day is observed in the year when humanity's demand on the nature exceeds the Earth's annual biological capacity to regenerate. Earlier, remember, this Earth Shoot Day this year fell on the 28th of July 2022, meaning that between 1st January and 28th of July, humanity's demand for biological regeneration is equivalent to the planet's entire annual regeneration. Alright, and if asked that Earth Overshoot Day is hosted and calculated by whom, it is calculated and hosted by Global Footprint Network. Alright, so correct option is 28th of July 2022. So friends, that's all for today. I hope you have enjoyed our session, and you know friends, we have a target of achieving 15,000 plus views. All you have to do is just share the link of this video to at least 2 to 3 WhatsApp groups, be it your friends, colleagues or your relatives, and let them know about our channel, that AffairsCloud is such a great platform for current affairs, and Vikas sir teaches in such a beautiful way on the current affairs on AffairsCloud. So do check this video also friends. Also, if you find this content interesting and you think that it was helpful for your revision, all you have to do is comment below. Alright, and let us know. It will help us to motivate. That's all for the day friends. Thank you and have a nice day. That's all for the day friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.